Good day, this is Harshit, your tech host, with all the latest happenings from the tech world. Hikvision India has introduced a new range of standalone smoke and gas detectors. It has launched two product models, HF S2E Eco and NP FY200 in the photoelectric smoke detector category. The company has also unveiled the carbon monoxide gas detector HF GM100 for the India market. In today's world of smart sensing systems, photoelectric smoke detectors are useful and widely appreciated smoke detectors in both home and office environments. Truecaller, the leading global platform for verifying contacts and blocking unwanted communication, has reported growth in net sales of 13% combined with an adjusted EBITDA margin of 30.6% in the fourth quarter of 2022. While the company is growing fast in Africa and South America, India, the company's largest market, still showcases the strongest growth in absolute numbers. Truecaller currently stands as one of the most loved apps in India in 2022 and it stands as the second most used app in India in the 18 to 24 age group. In 2022, Truecaller attained a net promoter score of 52, showcasing an all-time high for the app. Samsung's long-awaited Galaxy Z Flip 5 is set to be unveiled at the upcoming Unpacked event on 26 July. The foldable smartphone is rumored to be able to fully close flat, matching its Chinese competitor offerings. Samsung's Indian arm teased the device on Twitter, showcasing its flat folding design without any visible gaps when closed. The teaser features cryptic symbols created from folding multiple flipped fives together at different angles, sparking curiosity and speculation from fans. Next up, we have during a White House event, President Joe Biden addressed concerns about the potential disruptive uses of AI artificial intelligence. Several AI companies, including OpenAI, Alphabet, and Meta platforms, have made voluntary commitments to the White House to implement measures that aim to make AI technology safer. These commitments include watermarking AI-generated content and thoroughly testing systems before release. The companies also pledged to share information on reducing risk and investing in cybersecurity. The move is seen as a step towards regulating the booming AI technology that has gained popularity and significant investment. The Oppo Reno 10 5G was recently launched in India alongside the Oppo Reno 10 Pro and Oppo Reno 10 Pro Plus. The smartphone boasts a 64 megapixel triple rear camera setup, a 120Hz refresh rate, and a 5000 mAh battery with 67 watt Super Whoop fast charging support. It is currently available for pre-order on Flipkart, priced at Rs 32,999. The Oppo Reno 10 5G comes in ice blue and silver grey color options. Pre-orders are open on Flipkart and the smartphone will go on sale on 27 July at 12 pm. OpenAI has recently introduced a new feature called Custom Instructions for users of ChatGPT. With this feature, users can provide specific instructions to the chatbot, eliminating the need to repeat the same prompt in every interaction. This allows users to share relevant information and preferences such as the format of responses or personal details like age, location, or family size. By doing so, users can streamline their interactions with the chatbot and receive more tailored responses. The feature also works with plugins, making it convenient for users to receive location-based recommendations and specific information. Britain's antitrust regulator, the Competition and Market Authority (CMA), has received Microsoft's arguments for reconsidering its block on the tech giant's $69 billion takeover of Activision Blizzard, the make of Call of Duty. The CMA had initially blocked the deal in April, citing concerns about its impact on competition in the cloud gaming market. However, it has since reopened the case after facing opposition from other global regulators. An appeals court has granted an adjournment, and the CMA is expected to reach a new provisional view on the restructured deal in early August. Infinix is gearing up to launch its gaming-focused smartphone, the Infinix GT10 Pro, in the first week of August. Previously, some exclusive images of the device in cyber black and mirage silver colors with a cyber mecha design were revealed. Now new teasers reveal the mini LEDs on the phone's rear panel in action. Twitter has recently announced its plan to introduce limitations on the number of direct messages (DMs) unverified accounts can send daily. The move comes as an effort to combat spam in direct messages, since Elon Musk acquired the platform in October 2022. There have been several changes to Twitter, some of which were not well received by users. On 1 July 2023, users started encountering a rate limit exceeded message, which Musk explained was implemented to address data scraping. Unverified users were most affected by this limitation, and now Twitter is extending the limitations to include a daily limit on DMs for unverified accounts to curb spam. The platform aims to create a cleaner and more secure messaging environment for its users. Instagram is experiencing an outage affecting several users, including those in India. This outage comes on the same day when WhatsApp, another service owned by Meta, also faced a disruption which was later resolved. This issue with Instagram appears to have started the previous night, with a reported increase of 600 more people facing problems accessing the platform for photo and video sharing. According to Down Detector, approximately 80% of users are unable to access Instagrams, 17% are experiencing feed issues, and 3% are encountering problems with the website. Some users have also reported difficulties in sending images via direct messages. Next up we have, based on a new report, WhatsApp has started to release the ability to add up to 15 people to a group call at once on Android. This is available as part of the WhatsApp beta for Android 2.23.15.14 version update. Will now be able to select a maximum of 15 people while creating a group call, and it is not necessary for them to join at the same time. They can join anytime as long as the group call stays active. This new feature will help you start a group call by selecting 15 participants at a time, which was 7 initially. However, the total number of participants can still go as high as 32. Xiaomi has introduced the new Smart TV A series in India. The lineup includes 3 models of varying screen sizes and comes with Dolby Audio, Google TV and more at under Rs 25,000. The new Smart TV A series includes the 32-inch, 40-inch and 43-inch models, coming with a bezel-less design and a metal build. The display supports a full HD resolution. The 32-inch variant is restricted to an HD resolution and the Vivid Picture Engine for enhanced colors and contrast and better details. Since launching in November, OpenAI's ChatGPT tool has reached a number of users at a rate that's astounding for anything outside of Threads. Now the company says it's ready to release an app for Android. The ChatGPT for Android app is launching a few months after the free iOS app brought the chatbot to iPhone and iPad. In a tweet, the company announced ChatGPT for Android is rolling out next week without listing a specific day and linked to a pre-order page in the Google Play Store where you can register to get it installed once the app is available. Reddit is now in charge of r/male fashion advice, which for a time was the biggest subreddit, still closed in protest of the platform's API pricing changes. The subreddit is now open, meaning Reddit users can browse content in the community once again, though in a restricted mode, meaning only certain users can make new posts. The moderators of r/male fashion advice, a subreddit with then 5 million subscribers, had taken the community private and were pushing its users towards Discord and Substack instead. At the time, the moderators expected to be removed after receiving a message from a Reddit admin employee mod code of conduct telling them they would be replaced if they didn't reopen. At last, Google co-founder Sergey Brin has returned to the tech giant to work on its secret AI project, which is internally called Gemini. The billionaire has been seen visiting Google office 3 to 4 days a week in recent months. Brin stepped down from executive position at Google parent Alphabet in 2019 along with Larry Page. Thanks for tuning in. This is Harshit signing off. Subscribe to IT Voice for an interesting giveaway in the future.
रोज को कहीं ना कहीं लेके फंस जाते हैं। ये वीडियो आज उन्हीं लोगों की। पॉइंट नंबर 1 आता है हमारा मैनेजमेंट। जब भी आप सुबह सो के उठते हो, 5 मिनट लो और अपना डे एनालाइज करो। पहले आप गूगल डॉक्स में डालो या फिर आप एक नोटपैड पे डालो, एक डायरी में लिखो कि आपका डे होना कैसा चाहिए। नंबर 2 इज योर फिटनेस। अपनी बॉडी को एक अच्छी वर्कआउट दे रहे हो, क्या आप योगा कर रहे हो, क्या आप मेडिटेशन कर रहे हो, क्या आप जिम जा रहे हो या फिटनेस, जो भी थोड़ा बहुत इस एक्टिविटीज में आप कुछ भी करते हो, आपकी बॉडी को एक हेल्दी पोस्चर मिलता है, एक हेल्दी चीजें मिलती हैं। नंबर 3 कहीं से रिलेटेड नहीं लगेगा आपको, बट ये आपकी डाइट। हमेशा जब भी हम अन्न ग्रहण करते हैं, आपको हमेशा बहुत ही शांत मन से करना चाहिए। हमारा जो खाना होता है हमें लगना चाहिए, बिकॉज हम इतना दिन भागते हैं, दौड़ते हैं, स्ट्रेस में रहते हैं। पानी मत पीजिए खाना खाने के तुरंत बाद, एटलीस्ट 15-20 मिनट्स बाद पीना चाहिए और बैठ के पानी पिया करिए। ये वीडियो आपको अगर अच्छा लगा हो तो प्लीज शेयर करना। थैंक यू सो मच, बाय बाय।